NBA Tip-Off is presented by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Throws it away. Loose ball down to Cam Johnson. Gets down the lane and threw that thing home with the right hand. Oh, there's a turnover. Loose ball down to Murray. Down the lane. Dog right-handed. Timeout called by Chris Finch. Get that over Spencer for three. Got it again. Spencer Jones is having himself a day. You see that? In the paint. Christian Brown. Gets the outlet pass off over to Bruce Brown. Down the lane. Dunk with the right tomahawk. And then a mean mug to the Minnesota bench. Denver will take game number 5. They beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 125-113. And we are going back to Minneapolis.
Ooh, game 6 tonight. Minnesota at home, shorthanded, missing their backcourt. Kenny, you think they've got enough to win these series tonight against Denver?
Very difficult. The areas that they were dominating are the two guys that were out, DiVincenzo and Ant-Man. Hard to guard. The perimeter was getting to the bucket. And then at times, Rudy Gobert, his favorite guy, was making timely stops. And that was the key. Penetration, off the dribble, timely stops. Now, the penetration off the dribble is no longer there. So I don't know if they can get through this series without those two guys.
Got Ayo Dosunmu, who had the huge game when Ant and Dante got hurt, had that 43-point game. He's questionable for tonight.
Oh, my gosh.
Half situation.
Well, I thought Denver made some adjustments last game. If you go back and look at on all those plays you showed, Joker was not near the basket. I thought Coach did a foul. I talked about it before. I says, you got to move him, or you got to move Joker around because it's so clogged. And Rudy's making his life miserable. So you have to play Joker to the 3. But also it opens up the lane. So I thought he was aggressive. But to me, Denver got to weather the storm because obviously this is game 7 for Minnesota because they're not going to win back in Minnesota without Ant-Man. So they got to come out aggressive. See, this is one thing I love about Joker. And Shaq, you know, he never let no little man, anytime they put a little dude on him, it's barbecue chicken.
Denver understood the mission at hand. They came out, they played with great energy. All their guys played great. I still need Jamal to play better, even though he's leading the team in scoring. He's only shooting 38%. They know what they have to do, and I think they pull it out tonight because, you know, they've been there before. They have the blueprint on what it takes to win the championship. You know, they felt they let a couple of games slip away, but the last game at home, they played with a sense of desperation, and they did what they're supposed to do, and they had their way. So I think they can repeat that tonight. But again, I still need Jamal Murray to play a whole lot better.
Yeah, it's not like Minnesota shot the ball. I mean, they shot better than 50%, but they turned it over 25 times. And when you're shorthanded already, you're giving away buckets like that.
Yeah, again, you know, their advantage is no longer an advantage. So there's parity on the perimeter. The reason that Denver has had a tough time in years, not just this year, in years past as well with Minnesota is because of the perimeter and what Ant-Man does on being able to attack off the dribble. And so without that, I think that's a tall task to ask.
But Minnesota got to get off to a
great start, not good start.
No, Denver cannot get behind in this game because Minnesota's got to come out and play with great energy and desperation. And you know, once that kicks in, the crowd can take you to places you never thought you could go. Because if the crowd gets going crazy in Minnesota, you won't get tired. They'll give you that extra energy. But I think the first quarter of this game is really important for the Wolves because if they get behind, they don't have enough firepower to catch up, in my opinion.
And one of those things, too, when you see a game like this, Denver got that win the other day. Yeah, Joker, Jamal did their thing with Spencer Jones out of nowhere. comes up with 20. He had 11 points in the series through 4 games and comes up with 20. Okay, he does that at home. I don't know if that carries over to the road, but is there that guy on Minnesota who will be Spencer Jones tonight?
Well, what happens in the playoffs is like option A and option B, we're prepared for, and we're trying to let these guys on the perimeter beat us. And if they beat you, you shake their hand and we go to the next game. But you have to have a game plan that tries to take away from Joker and Jamal Murray. And at times, Cam Johnson has just been a little bit inconsistent with his shot. But when he's on, then that's when the Denver is back to a championship form, because with Gordon and him, that forward compares to when they had Michael Porter and Aaron Gordon.
The most
this
important.
is why I'm so high on the others, because you need others to get you to the next level. Certain games, like you said, the main guys did their thing, but when you have an unexpected other that can give you 15, 20 points, you're almost guaranteed to win.
The most important player in the game tonight is Julius Randle.
He got to be huge.
He can't get 20. He's got to be a 35. He's got to take over Ant's position and carry a little bit over. He's got to dump. Like, he can't let this little munchkin guard it, man.
He's not letting him go.
Come on, you shouldn't. So, but he's got to be huge, Ernie. You're 100% correct. And then Nas got to do his thing.
Does he have it in him, though?
McDaniels has to stay out of foul trouble.
Yes. Everybody got
score.
This kid, Bones Highland. But to me, Julius Randle is the one guy.
Does he have it in him?
Yes. 27 is not going to get it done. 27 is not going to get it done. He picked it up and won. It was fantastic in Game 4 when that man got hurt. But he's got to be the star tonight, plain and simple.
By the way, Joker's 100th career playoff game. He already has numbers that nobody else has ever put up through 100 games. 2,500 points, 1,000 rebounds, 500 assists. This is game number 100 tonight. He hopes it's not the last of this season.
And let me tell
Denver.
you something. If they don't play well, this will be the end of the season for number 100.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to win this game. Because Minnesota, that crowd going to try to will them through. Because Minnesota knows this is their Game 7.
Yeah.
This is their Game 7. They're going to come out house on fire. I'm really looking forward to watching that first quarter.
We're going to see if Jamal Murray can be a little more efficient. He has 130 points in the series, but he's taken 121 shots. Ooh. We will see later tonight here on ESPN. That'll be a doozy at Target Center in Minneapolis. When we come back, can Joel Embiid and the Sixers force a Game 7 in Boston?